Hey YouTube, this is Eddie's Tech Talk, and today I'm going to take a look at the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, an eBay seller refurbished version. Now I know the Note 10 Plus, it's not the newest kid on the block, but look, phones are getting more and more expensive these days, and this is a good opportunity to take a look at kind of what's available, what's on the refurbished market, those kinds of things. Now full disclosure here, this company through a third party, so basically I'm contracted through this third party. They pay me $25 basically to buy the device with like my own money, get the device in, take pictures of the condition of it, evaluate the condition, and then send it back to the seller, and then this other company pays me $25. So I don't think that this is a conflict of interest here in any way, because I can say, hey, this device is total crap, the condition is terrible, and I'm still gonna, get the $25 either way, or I can say that it's good, and if they say it's mint condition, I think it's mint condition, great. But if I say, hey, it's terrible condition, not what it's like represented in the listing at all, and the seller says mint condition, it doesn't matter. I'm getting that $25 either way, and also it's $25. It's not worth selling your soul for or anything. So that's that situation there. Basically, a third-party company was hired by this eBay seller to evaluate the products. Our customers getting what they say, I guess. And so I get the money either way. Galaxy Note 10 Plus. This is the AT&T version, so it works on GSM carriers, but of course the Note 10 cosmetically and all those things is going to be the same version to version. So we open the box here. It's got that it can wait, that don't text thing. So this is definitely, it seems to me anyway, like an AT&T like stock protector. You'd think that they would just put like something generic. I mean, you can tell it's refurbished. It's in this plastic bag. But yeah, I mean, taking a look around the device so far, let's take a look at like the metal edges and the corners and things. Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing anything there. Let's check out like things like the charging port. Is this plastic? There's either plastic here or it's marked up. Let's see. No, that's actually, okay, so this looks like a divot right here. So, yeah, if you guys can see that right there, I don't believe that that's not any kind of plastic insert. That just looks like a problem with the frame. I mean, the rest is pretty smooth here, and yeah, it's you can definitely notice it if you were feeling it with, versus this corner with your finger, if you had your eyes closed or something. But I won't describe it as jagged or something. But, you can tell, definitely refurbished there. So, I would say definitely not mint condition by any means. But, let's say good condition so far. We're gonna give it a good rating so far. Let's go around the side here. Looks like nothing going on there. What about around the top? A little bit of scuffing right here. So not mint condition, but we look at the back here, and we can see my reflection there. That looks pretty mint. So the frame, a couple issues with the frame for sure, but pretty mint the rest of the way, which, alright. So I would give it a good rating if it was me rating it. And let me know if you guys want the link to this guy. I'm not going to link him in the description. They're not paying me here, and I'm only just getting paid to evaluate the condition of the product. My evaluations of the Note 10 Plus as a device, hey, that's something totally different. So, first impressions of the Note 10 Plus, this thing is massive, massive, massive. Let's take a look at it next to the new Galaxy S21. This is my personal phone. Much more, I guess, holdable here. I mean, geez, my S21's no small thing, and it definitely dwarfs it. But, hey, if you're buying the Note 10 Plus, you know what you're getting into. We have the S Pen down here. And I gotta say, I really do like this color. It's a pretty great color in my mind. And this is sleek, man. At the time, it was Samsung's most expensive phone. And that's what I like about some of these older devices, even though I don't often buy them. Yeah, I can definitely feel that edge down here. That's why I like some of these older devices. You're getting the premium design. You're getting all that kind of stuff for not a premium price, because you're buying something used or refurbished or whatever. So it wouldn't power on. We've got power on the left side, which I think is a weird choice. Most people are right-handed. So knocks to Samsung there. I don't like that the volume rocker power button is there. But anyway, Let's take a look at the travel adapter. This bag is open, so okay. Feels cheap. Supposedly is genuine Samsung charger. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they're an authorized refurbisher, and that's what that is. I'm not totally sure, but if it works, I'll test if it works. And then here we've got the cable. So USB-C to USB-C, not super long. Samsung switched up what their cables look like. They used to look like this, so I'm not sure if that's genuine parts or not. Not like it matters a ton. If it charges, it charges. And it looks like up here we've got something. Quick start guide. And that's it. No like manuals or product warranties or anything, which makes sense because it's a refurb. So, alright, let's charge it up and take a look. Alright guys, I've had some time with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Not a ton of time, but enough time to really give you, I think, at least a cursory review. Of course, this isn't a full review, but a cursory look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Should you get one refurbished, they're going for around, I saw online, between $400 and $450, $475, thereabouts. And my opinion is a little bit mixed. I would say generally that this is actually a great device. If you're an S Pen purist, you don't want to get that Note 20, boom, you can rock with this S Pen. You got to find it at a good price though. And I don't quite frankly know what a good price is for you for this device. I mean, you can get other devices around $400. They don't do as much as this does. They don't have the S Pen. They don't have the features that you can do with the notes, with the live messages, with the screenwriting, which I quite like actually. So if you need to point something out, you can do so. Look at the weather. Hey, let's take a look at the Play Store. It's got other features as well. You can do crop. I mean, there's a lot you can do with the S Pen. That's obviously just touching the surface. This isn't an S Pen review. If you love the S Pen, you know who you are. Smart select for GIFs and those kinds of things. AR doodling, translating. If you love the S Pen, look, this device can still rock, in my opinion, in 2021. It's not the newest Note, it's the second newest Note, but look, the Note 10 Plus, it's beefed up here. We've got bigger screen. I believe there's 12 gigs of RAM in here. I mean, that is just absolutely crazy, and it still flies, it still rocks. Now, camera quality, let's get to that. I've took some photos with it. I was disappointed in the night mode, but the video and the pictures during the day I thought turned out a little bit better. Take a look and evaluate for yourself. Alright guys, so I'm just walking around outside trying to change the lighting around a little bit. I'm shooting in full HD 60 here on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and that will hopefully help you guys determine how good the camera quality is in a bright day outside. Just walking around. I think just looking at the phone that it's pretty dang good actually, but you have to make the decision for yourself. Here we are with the front of the camera, and I don't have a ton to show you other than grass and the side of my car here, so that's what we're gonna have to deal with. So let's just see how well we focus in. I thought that was pretty good, and then you zoom out. I mean, I think it focuses pretty good. Let's turn it this way. We have Bronco here at the front of my car. I just don't have a ton to show you guys, and I'll just maybe get a little motion, see how the motion stabilization goes, and here we are back at the garden. Just a quick side note here as well. This said online, at least in the Refurb listing, that it was an AT&T unit GSM unlocked, so you could use it on AT&T, T-Mobile, any subsidiary like Cricket, Mint Mobile, those kinds of things. But when you turn the device on and you go into the apps here, it actually has T-Mobile apps. So this looks to me like this was actually a T-Mobile, or at least T-Mobile firmware device, which was interesting, of course, when we bring around the "It Can Wait" sticker, because I'm pretty sure that was an AT&T ad campaign, and it said AT&T. So interesting little bit there, but it should work on all GSM networks, but just another weird quirk of the refurbished world on eBay. Now that you guys have taken a look at the photos and the videos, those types of things that it takes, let's take a look at it and what it can do from a playback perspective here in comparison with the modern flagship, the Galaxy S21. Now I don't have a Note 10, so I couldn't, or I'm sorry, a Note 20, so I couldn't compare the Note 10 Plus to the Note 20, but the Note 20 needs a refresh anyway, so I would rather compare it to something like this, the Galaxy S21. Now, the big things that I noticed here, in my opinion, of course, look, I'm colorblind, so you got to take this at your own view. I think that both displays are incredible. Do you value the size of something like the Note 10 Plus more? I would say that the display in terms of color is a little bit better here on the S21. But look, you don't get all those S Pen features and all that. But if we're just talking about display, I would take the Galaxy S21 display over the Note 10 Plus display, and that's in more ways than one. One of the major things I noticed as soon as I picked up the Galaxy Note 10 Plus here is the refresh rate. This phone, I believe, is still plenty fast, plenty zippy, but it seems almost slow when you're navigating through menus. The animation seems slower, the gestures to swipe down, the notification shade and go around. It doesn't look bad on camera, and look, it's not, but just when you're coming from something like a high refresh rate display on a newer phone, it's some getting used to. Now, if you're not used to that, if you didn't have that, you're just getting this refurb, you like the S Pen. Look, if you haven't used a 90 hertz phone or 120 hertz, basically more than 60 hertz phone, I don't think you're going to notice a difference versus what you're used to. And look, the Note 10 Plus, I would say, is pretty good. If you know who you are if you're looking for this phone in my mind. And is $450 a fair price to pay? You've got to decide for yourself. I mean, it's still an impressive piece of hardware. I am glad that in the newer versions we're getting away from this curved display on the edge. I don't love that because you're kind of touching it sometimes. So, look, but the rest of the hardware is pretty gorgeous. Of course, it depends on what kind of refurb unit you get. Mine, of course, had this issue right here. But look, I always love looking at phones. I'm never going to say no to looking at phones. This said it was in overstock condition from the manufacturer or from the carrier. I don't know if I would describe it in overstock condition. I'm not quite sure how that happens in overstock condition. And then I did notice up here, it's extremely hard to see, but there's just this really small piece right up there, probably just some piece of the board underneath that you can see. But look, I wouldn't say overstock condition, but look, this is a look into what we can see from a phone perspective on the refurbished market. And I would say that this is a pretty quality refurbished unit. And if I was in the market for a Note 10 Plus and this was a price I was willing to pay, I wouldn't have any issues. Like, I wouldn't return this device or something. I think that that's pretty cosmetic, no issues there. The display looks good. I checked the battery capacity within the device, and I'll show that to you guys as well. You can check that if you didn't know. At least on Samsung devices, I believe most other Android devices and iPhones have this feature as well. But if you take a look at the battery, it will tell you kind of where the battery is in relation to where it's supposed to be. Now, the battery life, again, I haven't been able to test a ton of it, but I think it's pretty good so far. We're not getting any real battery drain. In my just light usage, I took a couple videos, took some photos, messing around on YouTube. 96% is pretty good, and it might even exceed my S21. So I would say battery life, nothing to complain about here. But again, the battery, I did check it out. We can see you can set battery settings in here, so you can do those kinds of things to change your battery. How do you want to charge it? You can turn off fast wireless charging to conserve your battery. All those wonderful things, but I did check the battery health, like the battery information, and it does say again here that this battery, at least in this unit, of course your mileage may vary depending on who you buy from, 4,300 milliamps, typical, minimum capacity 4,170, and I believe like 42 or 4,300 was the quoted number for the Note 10 Plus. So I haven't really bought a refurbished phone before. First experience for me. Of course, I didn't buy it. I'm returning it. But I did evaluate, and it's been an interesting little look for me. Hopefully, it's been an interesting look for you. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I'm just returning this device, and they're just giving me like $25 to evaluate a survey on the device. I can say it totally sucks, and of course, I will say that it's not in as great of condition perhaps as it was portrayed because of this bottom issue here, but I'm confident in this refurb anyway for daily use. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one.